Stampers, thanks for joining me today. Today we are going to be creating this super cool card created by one of the Stampin' Up! Demonstrators in my group, Kathie Rotti. Very, very cool using the On a Pedestal stamp set. You'll notice these stamp pieces are lined up perfectly. This is not a clear mount stamp set, it only comes in wood mount. We will be learning how to use the stamp-a-ma-jig today. Fun stuff. Let's get started. As promised, we'll be starting with our stamp-a-ma-jig stamp positioner. The stamp-a-ma-jig is this cool looking T-piece and this imaging sheet and the On a Pedestal stamp set. What I'm going to do is line the imaging sheet up in the piece, ink this stamp. I'm going to line it up in this corner T and stamp it down. So now this image is on our imaging sheet. I've stamped the pedestal in soft suede. Then I'm going to take the imaging sheet with that present image on it, line it up exactly where I want it to be. Line up our stamp-a-ma-jig with the edge of that imaging sheet. Move the imaging sheet. Line up our present in that T. And voila! It's perfect! Isn't that awesome? Now I know there are some of you stampers that have to have everything exactly perfect. This is going to be your best friend. I'm going to use this stamp again in soft suede. So I'm taking my Stampin' scrub, spraying a little mist on one side, rubbing this on the wet side and the dry side, and now this is clean and I can start again. And I'm going to repeat that process, lining this imaging sheet up exactly where I want that package to be again. Line the stamp-a-ma-jig up with the corner of the imaging sheet and remove the imaging sheet. I'm inking in soft suede this time, lining up with the top edge and stamping it down. Voila! Perfect! Yay! Next we'll be using the Polka Dot Impressions folder and Baja Breeze. Sandwich between two cutting pads. Place on tab 1 of the multi-purpose cutting platform and crank through your Big Shot machine. I love the Big Shot. How cool is that? Next, I'm assembling these panels with snail, then attaching the top panel to the base with some Stampin' Dimensionals for just a little more pop. I'll be tying bows with early espresso taffeta and the 1/8 of an inch very vanilla taffeta ribbon for the presents. For the least amount of waste, I'll leave that right on the roll. Do 2 loops. Pull it through and then trim it off our roll. Almost no waste at all there. Attach these 2 ribbons using Stampin' Up's mini glue dots. Stick it right to the glue dot right on the roll. Peel that off and we'll put one here. Almost forgot to do our fancy present. I'm using the Elegant Soiree designer paper here. This is double-sided paper. To make the top look like it's a different color, I just took a little sliver of the same exact paper, placed it on the top. Isn't that cool? 2-dimensional, stick that down for a little bit of pop. Pop goes the weasel. Ah, don't you just love it? And our second bow goes right on that package. Now we've got a naked package. I'm taking some of Stampin' Up's Victoria lace here, and I'm going to put a glue dot on either side and bring it to the middle. So when both sides are folded in, it looks like this. Next, I've got a piece of Stampin' Up! Linen thread, and from our Designer Button Subtle collection, I'll take one of these fancy buttons. The neutrals will also go great with this color scheme. The thread goes, thread your button, and then take your lace and put it through the loop. Pull that linen thread tight and then tie a knot in it. Trim out the excess. Isn't that super cool? It's such a fun way to make a bow. Then just take a little mini glue dot on the back of that and stick it right to our naked little package there. That sounded so wrong. This is such a fun party card. It could be a birthday, it could be an anniversary, could be a shower. You could use this for just about anything, really. It could even be a holiday card. Absolutely. Thanks for joining me today.